Welcome to the On Mission Podcast, sharing with you some of the world mission projects of the Anglican Network in Canada. Today, our focus is on Emma Gruetzner, the recipient of this year's Youth Mission Scholarship. Emma participated in several ministries while in Kenya, and she is now taking an advanced Bible course with YWAM. To introduce Emma, here is Ken and Brian McVitie.
Today, we are pleased to introduce you to Emma Gruetzner. Emma is a member of St. Timothy's Bible Church in Montreal. Earlier this year, she traveled to Kenya, where she was active in several ministry initiatives. Welcome, Emma, and congratulations on receiving the Youth Mission Scholarship. To begin with, tell us a little bit about your home parish of St. Timothy's, Montreal.
Yeah, so I've been going to St. Timothy's since I was around 15 years old. And right away, something that was really interesting was a sense of community there and how much people cared about each other. I immediately had a lot of friends, and I got really involved in the worship team, and I really enjoyed spending time with the people there.
You described yourself as the least likely to go on a mission trip. What did you mean by that?
When I was around 10 years old, we were actually in geography class, and I looked at like a nation on a map, and I was like, oh, I want to go there one day. I don't know why, I just want to go. And my geography teacher, who was a Christian, she was like, no, maybe you'll be a missionary there. And I remember I got so worried about it that I went and I asked my mom, do I have to be a missionary to serve God? And she was like, oh, no, Emma, I'm sure God has something for you. And of course, the joke's on me because the Lord actually called me into ministry. God really changed my heart and gave me the peace that I so desperately desired, and gave me the strength and the bravery, because it's not an easy thing to go away from your family for 6 months. At 19 years old, I'd never been on a plane before and just flew across the ocean to another country. That was the Lord calling me.
You were in Kenya for 2.5 months. Tell us a little bit about some of the ministry projects.
Well, we had many different ministry opportunities, from street evangelism, orphanage ministry. We would go to schools and share the gospel with these kids and really get to build into them. There was one school that we went to, I think 400 children came to know Jesus, like in one day. One of my favorite ministries ever was we worked with teenage moms. And so some of these girls were 14, 15 years old, and we got to go and minister to them and tell them how much Jesus loved them, and just really be there and hug them and hold their babies, and just beautiful ministry.
What effect did this mission in Kenya have on you?
Probably a sense of just awareness of the things that we do have, and perspective change in general. There's just so many things that we take advantage of as Western citizens. It's just a complete perspective change and just really being grateful for what you have.
How did St. Timothy support you for your mission project?
Oh, they were wonderful. They supported me so much. They were lifting me up in prayer as a congregation, and they were lifting Kenya up in prayer. They've been just so lovely in the way that they have supported me.
What would you want to say to a young person who was considering global missions?
What are you waiting for? If you feel that God is calling you to do it, what can you lose? You think you're going there to transform other people's lives, but really you're going to go there and you're going to come back a changed person. You're going to be completely renewed. You're going to be more on fire for the Lord. Just do it. Lay down your own desires. And if you feel like that's what God is calling you to do, He will give you the strength. He will give you the bravery. I've never been away from my family for this long, and the Lord held my hand the whole way. And I tell you, I was speaking in front of a crowd of 400 kids sharing the gospel my first time. You are equipped more than you think you are. And I would say just take that step of faith, do what you feel the Lord is calling you to do. What
are the next steps for you?
So the Lord has really laid discipling other people on my heart. Evangelism is cool to some extent, but I think for me in Kenya, I could present the gospel to these people and, oh my goodness, they just got saved. That's awesome. I'm going to see you in heaven, but I want to disciple you, because not only are you saved, but your life can be completely transformed by the word.
What else would you like to say?
Go do some missions work, guys.
Thank you, Emma, for sharing this wonderful work in Kenya. Blessings to you in your studies and as you discern next steps. This has been an On Mission production by the Anglican Network in Canada.